Dan,
The taxpayers?
what did you want to know?
I want to know what gives you the authority to trespass somebody from this office from trying to video record. Oh, I'm looking to full request that policy and those rules.
We can get you a number to call and you can contact them and set up a meeting.
I would do a full request here now for that information.
Well, we can get you the phone number. We can't. I don't know if they can get you the information. Welcome to stay in here and sit here, but
Well, you trespassed a man for a video recording in this office
I
earlier.
don't believe anyone got trespassed today.
You don't believe so? I just watched the video.
In the visitation rooms, the only way you can get photos is if the caseworker takes a photo for you.
Well, sir, that's illegal.
You can leave. Your visit's done. You want to visit with your child? That's up to you.
Yes, I want to visit with my child.
Not with the camera.
I did not charge anyone with trespass today.
Yeah, time for you to leave. You can get back in there.
I did not charge anyone with trespass.
Of course
today,
you
so I
didn't,
don't
because
know.
he left. Because you threatened him.
So, see,
you
there's
threatened him
no
with
issue.
trespass. You dirtbag.
Everything official has to go downtown to the RAF building.
Right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna accept
I don't
this.
appreciate.
What you're gonna, ma'am.
I don't like being videotaped.
Shouldn't work for the government.
I'm an American citizen too.
Good. You should know I have the right to.
That's my father. He was in the war for us.
God bless him. God bless his soul. I appreciate his service. He fought for my right to video record you.
Listen, y'all, these kids want to act up in school, want to go to school and embarrass you, want to make like they got no home training. So I told my son, don't go to school embarrassing me no more. I'll take care of you, son. I give you anything you want. I discipline you. But you're going to embarrass me like this? No, so now I'm going to cut his hair.
Oh, I gotta ask you,
with bald head.
Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Unfortunately, fam, today's video is going to be a bit of a tearjerker. I'd like you guys to meet Sarah. Sarah was 21 months old before she passed away. Sarah passed away. She drowned in a pool. Sarah was taken from her parents by CPS. CPS gave the child to a foster parent. The foster parents left bruises on Sarah. Then Sarah ended up dead, drowned in a pool. So that's where today's story is gonna start. Sarah really doesn't have any justice. CPS is trying to cover things up. They don't allow Albert to take photographs of his children during the CPS visits. I don't understand why not, but I guess I do when they explain it, that the child come back with bruises and they are not allowed to take photographs. There's a lot to this story past the actual audit that we're about to exhibit, and we're going to talk more about it at the end and what CPS did and how they lied, because the day of this audit where I went in, I attended court at 4 p.m. and CPS lied to the court to try to do even more dirty to this family. I will warn you though, fam, this story may be hard to watch because the bruises are real and the result is forever. And this is a story about a man trying to protect his children from CPS. A man trying to exercise his constitutional rights to protect his family. Stay to the end when I tell you it all.
What's that?
What's that on your shirt?
My constitutionally protected video recorder.
Not coming in here.
What's that?
Can't come in here.
Yes, I'm allowed to. I'm quarter day visit, so this is the law.
You can wait right here.
See the sign on the door? It says
You can wait right here.
all videos are being recorded. See, all activities are being recorded. All activities are being recorded.
I'm not missing my fucking visit.
I'm not missing the visit either.
Well, until that's all, you will.
Albert,
Hi.
here's the deal. Albert,
Hi.
here's the deal. You can't videotape.
It's my constitutionally protected area. Yes, it is.
In the visitation rooms, the only way you can get photos is if the caseworker takes a photo for you. You
Well,
can't
that's
videotape.
sir, that's
Right now,
illegal.
You can leave. Your visit's done. You can stay and visit with your child. Yours will be done. That's your choice.
Well, I have a right to wear a camera. You wear one. I have just as much right. Yes, I do.
I'm you just because it's my job. If you don't want to visit with your child, that's up to you.
Yes, I want to visit with my child.
Not with the camera.
Yes, I can.
Visit done?
Was it done? Well, I'll bring Cheektowaga police here then.
I want to visit my child.
Okay, you can visit.
And what are you going to do? You have to leave then. Your visit's done, Albert.
This is a public building. I have a right to sit here. Yes, it is.
No, it is not. It's on
Yes, it
private
is.
property.
Stop. Let's get it clear. When a government agency or tenant rents space from a private organization or private property, such as the Apple Tree Business Mall, it is private property. But when the government rents it, it turns into public property. The property owner cannot just trespass somebody out willy-nilly. They can't trespass you out unless you commit a crime. Albert, certainly no crime.
Just do what you gotta do so you can visit your child.
Okay, I'll leave then.
Well, then you don't care about your child.
Babe, I'll be back later for court. 1:30, right?
1:30.
All right.
I'll just tell Josh that you don't want Jacob that you don't want nothing to do with him. That's all.
No.
Well, you don't want to do the visit. I'm not.
Well, if you're allowed to wear a camera, I can wear one just as much as you
I don't
can.
wear it in the visitation room, but don't wear it out here unless I have to confront someone.
Can I have something to say? And it's illegal to videotape in this building because that says that all activities are being recorded.
Yes, on the cameras here, out here. You have to shut the camera off because you're going to go into the visitation room.
Because there's a lot of line going on with visit reports. This place is corrupt.
Look at Ms. Zonneville. If you want to visit, you can step over here and visit. Albert, are you done?
Missing child report.
Yeah.
It's your choice. Okay, have a nice day.
All right.
Back at 1:30.
Well, enjoy your lawsuit then.
I will.
Told to leave the property with your camera on?
Yes, with Delaware County Sheriff's deputy said it's private property that I got to leave. It's a public building. I have him on video. He's in violation of the law too, and he's a law enforcement officer. He doesn't know the law.
Let me see here real quick. I got some more information I gotta get from you, so.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going into social services to see your kid?
Yes, a supervised visitation, yes. And I'm trying to video record because they've been falsifying documents on us. They filed permanent neglect against me and my girlfriend Cheryl, and I'm trying to collect evidence to prove otherwise.
Alrighty, what's your name?
My name is Albert.
You said Albert's your first name?
Yes.
Alrighty, and where are you right now? You said you're in the parking lot?
Yes. The social services, yes.
Alright, are you by your vehicle? Are you...
I'm sitting in my minivan.
Okay, what kind of minivan you have? What kind of vehicle with a license plate number so I can... patrol officer?
Kate, my license number is...
Okay. Alrighty, just hang out there and we'll have officers over to speak with you.
Alright.
Alrighty, what's a good callback number in case I gotta call you back?
It's...
Alrighty. Sit tight and we'll have officers over to speak with you.
Alright.
Okay? Yep.
Alright, bye.
So, Erie County fam, now the Cheektowaga police show up. So, do you believe the Cheektowaga police will protect this man's rights and look into the wrong doing here? Or do you believe they will just back the blue and punk this guy out of here?
As you can see, we're at the Department of Social Services, and they violated my constitutional rights to right to video record. The whole building is under surveillance. They have cameras on the building, and they've been falsifying reports to make us look bad. And we're trying to collect evidence to make ourselves look better. There's no accountability and corrupt authority. Car 19 from the Cheektowaga Police Department just pulled up. Yes, I did. My rights are being violated to record. I have kids in there, and they've been falsifying reports. And to protect my rights, I decided to start videotaping. Which you also have a body camera on too. You have a right to videotape me just as much as I have a right to videotape anybody.
You do, but not
Yeah.
inside there. That's the rule.
They can't make the rule. That's illegal.
Take it up with social services.
I had a daughter
Now
killed.
they want you to leave, so it's time to go. So.
I had a daughter killed 3 years ago because they refused to follow address safety concerns.
Once again, take it up with them, but not here. They don't want you here. They're kicking you out.
It's a public building.
Well, they're kicking you out. Take it up with the sheriff's department and social services.
Can I get your badge number and name?
885 Scapulato.
All right.
All right.
Well, there's gonna be lawsuits filed.
Okay, I understand.
All right. See, as you can see, an officer told me I gotta leave a public building that they make the rules that we pay taxes for. Yeah, real smart.
All right, Erie County fan, before we move on to my visit after this, there's something I want to point out about the Sheriff's Department and the Cheektowaga Police Department here. If you notice, neither of these deputies or police officers actually legally or lawfully trespassed Albert from the property. They used intimidation tactics and bullied him out, because your average citizen hearing a cop say,
You have to leave then. Your visit's done, Albert.
would be led to believe that a cop doesn't lie to me. If a cop says I have to leave, that means I have to leave. But you'd be wrong. Cops are professional liars. So if you hear a cop say,
Your visit's done. You can stay and visit with your child. Yours will be done.
it doesn't necessarily mean you're done. You see, unless a cop verbally says you will be arrested if you do not leave, he didn't actually trespass you. But your average citizen would believe he has to leave. So my point in case, in situations like this, if you're ever in it, you have to make these guys verbalize that you will be arrested to have standing in court. Otherwise,
Have a nice day.
All right.
they lie and make hand gestures like this, like you have to leave, when you absolutely do not have to leave. Because being trespassed from a public place is a secondary crime. You have to commit a crime to be trespassed from public.
Down here today at the Department of Social Services, CPS has taken this man, Albert's 6 kids. They killed one of them. He had a visitation today. He tried to wear a body camera to video record his own visitation, and they trespassed him from the building. So. Do a little investigation down here.
Hello?
How you doing? Down here working on a story, doing a little investigation on CPS. Who would I full request on records as far as people aren't allowed to take pictures of their own kids when they come to visit CPS, or a man was trespassed today for wearing a body camera trying to do a visitation with his own kids. So I just want to get to the bottom of what's going on with that.
Let me see if the sheriff can give you more answers than I can. Hang on.
Gotcha.
Do you have a card?
Do I have a card?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, can you write down your name?
My name's Dan.
Dan what?
Just Dan.
The sheriff is asking me.
He doesn't want to come out here and speak to me?
I asked him to. He wants to know your name first.
Tell him it's Dan. He'll know who it is.
Okay.
The sheriff doesn't want to come out here until he knows my name. Isn't that something, guys? He's got something else, boy. The sheriff doesn't want to come out until he knows my name. I told him my name's Dan. He should know who I am. I don't know what they're doing back there. The cop definitely doesn't want to come out here and see me.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not bad.
I'm interested in ruling and interested in full requests and policies and that disallow
One
people
second,
from...
but let's just start.
That's why
I've never met you
she-
before, so who are you? I'm Deputy Slabersky. Who are you?
My name's Dan.
Dan?
Yeah.
Dan what?
Just Dan.
Come on, I gave you my last name.
Well, you work for me, so you have to.
Well, Technically, I work for the
Technically, yeah,
sheriff.
that's
The
true.
sheriff is elected. So
What in the word salad did that even mean? Technically, I work for the sheriff and he's elected, so?
Dan,
Your paycheck doesn't come from the tax money?
Dan,
The taxpayers?
what did you want to know?
I want to know what gives you the authority to trespass somebody from this office from trying to video record? Number one. Number two, I want to know what stops a father from taking photographs of his own kids during a CPS visit
That is
or wearing a
something
body camera.
that's
That's what I'm interested in.
That's
the
something
policy.
you'd have to talk to with CPS's attorneys and stuff.
That's why I'm here to FOIL request. I don't know why she brought me to you.
So,
She seemed to think you would have the answers. So if
No.
you don't, I'm looking to FOIL request that policy and those rules.
we can get you a number to call and you can contact them and set up a meeting.
I would do a FOIL request here now for that information.
Well, we can get you the phone number. We can't. I don't know if they can get you the information, but
Well, they might not be able to get it.
you're
but they can accept the
more than
request.
welcome to stay in here and sit here.
Well,
But
you trespassed a man for a video recording in this office
I don't
earlier.
believe anyone got trespassed today.
You don't believe so? I just
No.
watched the video.
I don't think anyone
It was
got.
you.
Did someone get charged
You
with
didn't
trespass?
tell Albert he had to leave today?
I can't discuss someone else's case, but
I seen it. I just watched it. Why do you think I'm here?
But I can't
You
talk
don't
about someone
remember
else's
trespassing
case.
somebody for video
I don't.
recording?
I did not charge
Time to
anyone
leave,
with
Albert.
trespass today.
Yeah, time for you to leave. You can get back in there.
I did not charge anyone with trespass.
Of course
today, so
you
I
did,
don't
because
know.
he left. Because you threatened him.
So, see,
You
there's
threatened him
no
with
issue.
trespass. You dirtbag. I just want to do a FOIL request. I don't know if you have FOIL request forms. If you don't, I just want to do a FOIL request. So public information. FOIL is Freedom of Information Law in New York. I should be able to do one here. I don't know if you guys have specific forms.
We don't do it here.
If I could just get a sheet of paper, I'll fill one out so I can submit it with you guys.
I have no knowledge of this.
No, it's all right, and I don't expect you to. Maybe you should have a little bit of knowledge of it, but like the FOIL system in New York, every government agency, whether it's the sheriff, if I come in here and submit a public records request under the FOIL law, you have to accept it. Now, you may not have
We
to.
do not.
You may not.
I have to send you down to the Rath building.
No, see, you have to accept the paper, right? You have to then forward it to the custodian of the record. So I was going to do a FOIL request with you now. I'm just asking you to follow the law. I don't know what they told you, but the law states that I could do one here. So if you could just give me a blank sheet of paper or a FOIL form, I'll fill it out. That sheriff's a dirtbag, guys. Oh, I never charged nobody with trespassing. What a dirtbag.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that you're not the custodian of the records, but in order to...
I'm a receptionist.
Yeah.
And my pay grade proves it. I'm not, how can I say it? I'm not nobody, really. See? So even if I give you your sheet of paper and that, I can't accept it.
What is this? It says
That's subpoenas.
subpoenas do not accept. Refer.
they
This is.
all
I'm
do
not
that.
offering you a subpoena. I'm trying to do a public records request.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
A subpoena is from a court.
Let me get Katie Gavin down.
Is she here?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, if somebody.
You don't want this in?
Oh, I mean, I'll write my request on the back of that sheet of paper, but
Okay.
I'll start writing it on here so I can submit it to you guys. But yeah, if you want to grab the person in the office that knows more, I'll take care of it. I just asked to do a public records, guys. Public records request, and they say they cannot accept subpoenas. Yeah, it's in the Raft building downtown. That's crazy. They don't accept subpoenas. Let's see if they want to accept this public records request as a subpoena now. 450 of you guys here with me today right now. Let's hit that thumbs up while we're here. And see what we can come up with. And these ladies here. Excuse me. I don't know if someone's gonna come to a window or something out there. How do you guys like that? I asked to do a public records request and they give me this. You have to go to the Rath building. They cannot accept subpoenas here. are so far uneducated government employees down here. Lady complaining that she's just a desk clerk and her salary shows it. Definitely doesn't appreciate her job down here. All right, so what I got here is a public records request.
Okay.
So if you're not familiar, you probably should be. A public records request can be given to anybody who works for the public. Your job at this.
I'm not CPS.
Yeah, but this is where CPS is, where Child Protective Services
Yeah,
is.
Everything official has to go downtown to the Raft building.
Right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna accept
I don't
this.
appreciate that.
What you're gonna, ma'am, if you're not gonna be here to I'm in the middle of trying to give her public records. All she's got to do is accept this request, guys, and I'm out of here. All she got to do is accept this request, and I'm out of here. But now we're going to play some games.
Would you like me to get a supervisor?
I mean, if you're not going to accept this,
I can't.
you can, and by law, you have to. So, Les, please get a supervisor so that the supervisor can inform you how the law works. I don't know.
Excuse me. I got it, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Some girl here, some personal information.
I have a generator here. Excuse me. I will call you back. I don't like being videotaped.
Shouldn't work for the government.
I'm an American citizen too.
Good. You should know I have the right to.
That's my father. He was in the war for us.
God bless him. God bless his soul. I appreciate his service. He fought for my right to video record you. Imagine that. Government hates cameras. I'm an American. Good. So am I. That's why we can do it. How you doing? Are you the supervisor?
I'm sorry?
Are you the supervisor?
I am.
All right, I'm just trying to fill out a public records request and turn it in here. She doesn't.
With the camera.
I when I deal with the government, they like to lie, so I make public records, like records of it. This is a public records request for pretty much CPS. Like, I'm requesting this information: how many children were reported dead or in CPS's care or in custody in 2019 all the way to 2024.
Okay.
Also reported missing. Policies or laws that prohibit parents from taking photographs of their own children during CPS visits, and the full policy and manual rules that conduct that a parent has to follow to come visit their children.
For what purpose is this for?
This is an investigation.
For what? For you? For your family? For what? What is the purpose for?
I can't divulge that. It might impede my investigation.
You want to take a seat? You want to take a seat for a second?
Actually, I just need to turn this in. If you could just take a photocopy of this.
If you can take a seat, I will help you in a second. You're asking for something that I don't think that we can provide to you.
Well, yeah, I'm not asking you to give me the information now. Like, your job now would take this public record request, probably just forward it to the attorney or to your public, records custodian.
Okay, take a seat and we'll help you.
Yeah, I'll wait right here. I'll stand right here by the window and wait. To turn in this sheet of paper that you could take right now. The entitlement of these employees having such power over the people that generally come in this office to sit like a dog, go sit or stand over there, do what I say. It's actually quite ridiculous that the way they talk to grown adults. All I'm trying to do, guys, is turn in this public records request for public information. Like, how many children did the CPS kill from 2019 to 2024, the last 5 years? How many children did they kill or reported dead in their custody? Also reported missing in those years. That's all the information I want to know. I also want to know what policies and law that prohibits a father from taking a picture of his own children during a visit, to the point where they could trespass him out of here.
Is there anyone else in the waiting room? Hi, how are you?
Are you supervisor?
I'm Katie Gavin. I'm the first deputy commissioner.
Oh, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to start a FOIL request here. I'd be on my way, but they don't want to
Yeah,
take it.
I can accept the FOIL request for you.
Can you just make a photocopy of that for me? So
I
that
can.
For my record, that I'm all set here. I saw that I needed that. I'm just doing a public record request for how many children were reported dead in CPS care or custody for the last 5 years, pretty much.
So that's actually
This is-
public information that you can find on the OCFS website. New York State OCFS.
What about the
actually
policies
owns all of that?
about policies that disallow a father from taking pictures of his own children during a CPS visit? Is
So-
that also there?
So there's not necessarily like policies, procedures about it. There's, it depends on what the family court orders say.
So in order for you guys to trespass a father from seeing his children today,
Trespass a father.
yeah, this deputy here trespassed a father today named Albert. I'm not gonna get into the last names, and we're not gonna discuss anything that we can't. I'm just saying he trespassed a father today for wearing a small body camera who wanted to just, you know,
Yeah,
video record his interactions with his kids, or he says he can't even take a picture, and I want to know policies. And if it's not here,
well, I can
and if
check
it's a
with our
court
legal
order,
department.
that's what I want to know about.
Well,
So
I
that's
can
pretty
check
much
with
what
our
that-
legal department
what that's
and
about.
what the
then
court order
any
indicates.
full manuals or rules or conflict or
Those again
conduct.
are all online through OCFS. So our oversight agency is New York State Office of Children and Family Services. And any manuals, policies, procedures, those things are all available to everybody online.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
turn that in, and you turn it to the custodian records, and they'll get back to me. I got a
Yeah.
email address or a mailing address for them as well. That's all I need. So if you could just
It's just auditing,
auditing Erie County at Gmail.
no periods or
No,
anything
no,
there.
no,
It's all
just
one
all-
word.
yeah, one word,
At
auditing.
gmail.com.
Right. Or the business address is there as well.
Okay.
So if you could just give me a photocopy of that, and I'll be all set on my way. That's everything I need here today.
Well, you just want the copy.
Yeah, just a
And then-
photocopy from my records that I turned in with you, so I have it's kind of like a receipt, like I have a copy of what you have.
Sure.
That, if you don't
Okay,
mind.
yeah,
That's
I'll
fine.
make a copy of it for you.
Just send it, so you have everything there.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a little better for sure. She had to come out with a deputy, punk ass deputy. Cool, she looks like she's writing a time on it. Awesome.
I just wrote that I received it today.
That's actually perfect.
I'll give you the copy though, so that I have the
you keep
original. Is
yeah.
that okay?
Just one thing real quick. Obviously, you're pretty well versed on FOIL and accepting FOIL. New York State FOIL, everybody who works for the government, whether I hand that sheet to him, the clerk, everybody. So, I mean, if you run the office here educating them that, you know, something of FOIL, if you see the back of this, I asked to do a FOIL. She told me she can't accept subpoenas.
Right, we don't
So,
accept subpoenas.
right,
here.
and that's not a
Subpoena service
subpoena,
has to be
so
done at 95 Franklin.
I'm just saying, like, for education purposes in the future,
Yeah.
maybe like,
Well, that
just
could have been
accept, like, what you did. She could have done that in 5 minutes. I could have been out of here.
But that could have been the
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not a subpoena. It's a FOIL. It's a freedom of
But
information.
because
I
it
just
says
want-
subpoena, I can see why she didn't
No,
want
no, no.
it.
She
Yeah.
gave me. She printed that up and told me.
Yeah.
That when I said.
Oh, okay.
If you could just educate your staff on simple FOIL law, you know, like.
Yeah, well,
something
actually, so
FOIL.
FOILs do go through a particular office for
Right,
us,
but
but we
New
can
York State law,
facilitate
everybody
that.
who
Yeah,
works
of
for
course.
the government has to accept those, and it's their responsibility to forward
Right.
to the right custodian.
Yeah,
So-
we'll make
And that's
sure.
what you're going to do, so I appreciate
Yeah.
it. But just like the clerk over here, she didn't know, so
Sure.
make a little education and help out for
Sure.
a little smoother than you don't have to have a deputy stand around to you know,
Well, we
collect
have a deputy here like all the time
public
anyway.
records request, like
Yeah.
he's guarding you, like you guys are in some danger.
He's not
you're asking
guarding, yeah,
questions.
he's not guarding. He just,
Well, hopefully he stops illegally trespassing people from his building, because that's not going to go over
well, it's
well with
not
people.
illegally trespassing. He's not trespassing anybody.
He didn't trespass somebody today?
It's his role to ensure that visits
But I'm saying he
are in
did trespass somebody
compliance.
today. He did trespass.
I think I think maybe we have a different understanding of the word, so.
Oh, the word trespass?
Yes.
Trespass means you have to leave. You're unlawfully allowed to be there, or you'd be arrested. And this
Right.
man told Albert, my friend Albert here today, a family member of mine, that he is trespassed for simply video recording. He can't see his kids because he was wearing a camera. Now, if there's a court order, that's acceptable. Or if there's rules or policies, but there's no policies and they're just punking them out of here, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, well, my legal department will know whether or not
Yeah.
there's specific policies
And I'm
about
not
the
asking
recording
about
of
his, I'm
visits.
gonna have to have him do a request, because
Yeah.
if I request something about his personal stuff, I probably can't get it anyway, so I have him request.
No, we don't
or
release
find out,
those
you know,
records,
if that's
yeah.
a court order, or if that's just
Yeah,
someone here.
these
that doesn't
records,
want him
so
taking a
that
picture
you
of his
know.
kids. It seems a little ridiculous.
Right, well, as I said, these are already available to you online through the New York State Office of Children and Family Services website. Any information that you would be able to find, like basic.
Like the death of one of the 6 kids that
The
CPS killed?
fatalities are published on the OCFS. They're redacted reports, you know, so there's no, so you would have to look through to see where the familiar
But
circumstances were
The
to
best, of your,
identify
the
it.
best of your knowledge, unless there's a court order, there's no ruling says that a parent's visiting their children, CPS can't take a photo of them?
So I would have to check with legal because every visit is kind of a little bit different. So our legal department would know when we're allowed to take pictures or video, things like that. There's oftentimes court orders. We have about 600 children in care, so I certainly don't have all the orders memorized.
Gotcha. And I'm sure you told me already, what was your name again?
Katie Gavin.
Katie Gavin, all right. My name is Dan. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Deputy shitfuck over here. I'll tell you what, a deputy in there doesn't know who I am. Not a very good deputy. What do you guys think, fam? Do you think a father should be kicked out of here for visitation of his children? They confiscated his children, killed one of his children, and now he wants to video record his interactions with CPS, and they want to trespass him out of here? And then they're going to claim to us today that they didn't trespass him out of here, that didn't happen. All right, Erie County fam, so I would love to have you some footage of this next part, but I can't because, well, courts will never let a camera inside, especially probably not a family court. So at 4 p.m. the same day, I went to the family court, 4 p.m. hearing for Albert's CPS charges. And when we got there, they made me sign in and give up my Fourth Amendment right to be in that public forum, which in itself was kind of crazy. The thing that was absolutely appalling is DEENA MUELLER-FUNKE, a CPS attorney counsel, lied to the judge and told the judge that the video that you all just seen, that I, auditing Erie County, attempted to get into the child's visitation room with Albert, and the counsel tried to convince the judge that they needed a court order to stop Albert from video recording there and third parties. So not only did they lie to the court and tell them that I was there trying to access his children's visitations in the back room with him for 36 minutes, and then they told the judge that the law enforcement escorted me out. You all seen the video. Nobody escorted me out, nor did I ever try to get into anybody's visitation or put anybody else on camera. Now, if you realize what just happened, CPS lied to the court and to the judge, perjured themselves in court to make the judge give a judge's order. If you didn't notice, the first deputy clerk told us that unless there's a judge's order, there's no reason that they can stop the people from taking pictures. Well, the judge sniffed this out and realized that I was there in the room because the lady pointed me out. I actually got to speak up in court, which was actually unique because I imagine I am not able to speak up in court, and spoke up and exposed some of these lies. I will be doing more stories on this because there's a lot to cover here, and this is not over and far from over. CPS lied to the court and the judge, Honorable Shannon Filbert, Honorable Shannon Filbert, if you ever watch this video, I hope you understand what they did to you in that courtroom. CPS lied to you to get a court order to stop Albert from video recording his interactions with CPS because they know in their policy they cannot unless they have that court order. So they lied to you to try to get you to put the court order in through deception. I hope that doesn't go unnoticed by you, Shannon Filbert. Erie County fam, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section about what you think of the whole thing and what you think about CPS lying to the courts to try to get that court order that they didn't have, that they already tried to enforce. It's a little disgusting to me. Now, I'm going to leave you with...
Record how they discipline their child. People that might get mad with this video is the people that probably already embarrassed their child. You can discipline your child in their room. Take something away from them. If they act up, well, I'm like, son, you can't play the game.
I did not charge anyone with trespass today.
Yeah, time for you to leave. You can get back in there.
I did not charge anyone with trespass.
Of course
today,
you
so
did, because you left. Because you threatened him.
See,
You threatened him
no
with
issue.
trespass. You dirtbag.
I'm Erie County fam. Yeah. Corruption cruiser rolls into town. Our public servants better not clown. Our rights respected, no backing down. I audit them all, Constitution showdown. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Bad cops scatter, they know the name. First Amendment on our side, we got no shame. Document them all, expose their games. Do it for the people, not for the fame. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making a mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Flexing our rights, a man with a mission. Constitution on our side, never asked for permission. Taking pictures and videos and hey, might just take a piece of public candy. Turn on the camera, light up the dark. Erie County fam making our mark. Power to the people, don't lose your spark. This dog will bite, not just bark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, fam.
Holy Constitution in your pockets in here. Like that was supposed to prove something.
First Amendment, freedom of the press.
We have every right to film out here, in there.
Your name is not Dan Erie County.
This isn't Erie County.
Yeah. Sure it is. I'm here as Dan Erie County.
Legitimate? Maybe. Official? No.